Okay, this person wanted to know if they are the jerk for wanting to save Thanksgiving. How exactly would they go about doing that? It says here, my brother's wife thinks she is the next Martha Stewart and wants to host Thanksgiving this year. She says she's going to handle everything, the turkey, the sides, the dessert, but she's a terrible cook. And nobody wants to tell her that this is a bad idea. So I was with my other siblings this last weekend, and I told them, look, I will make a whole spare Thanksgiving feast that I will keep in warmers in my SUV, so when the meal goes south, we can all still have a decent meal. You would have thought that I kicked a puppy with that recommendation. They told me that what I just said was tremendously rude and how horrible I was for wanting to show her up. I let them know that I was just there to help them have a good Thanksgiving meal. They said the only answer is to eat all of the food no matter how bad it is. Is that not insane? Am I really the jerk here? Okay. She says, I'm just trying to save all of your Thanksgivings and you're giving me crap because of it. That's not cool. And they're saying what you're suggesting to do is not cool because you're just trying to flex all over somebody you know can't cook. All right.
Should you tell somebody who can't cook that everyone knows can't cook? Should you tell them they're not very self-aware and they need to get better? Or is that just we all have to take it? How do you handle that? Because that person's kind of delusional and now they're taking over Thanksgiving.
Yeah. And here they are. They're saying, look, this is an important day. We love Thanksgiving food. We don't want it ruined. We know she doesn't have the ability to cook it well. And one of our favorite days of feasting is going to be ruined because no one has the chutzpah to step up and say, hey, you know what? I don't think you're qualified for that. Or you can cook one dish and that's it. And that seems like that should be the compromise. And everybody should jump in and say, you know what? Everybody wants to contribute. But no. She's apparently staked it all out and said, I'm making everything from turkey to sides to everything.
I'm just not a big fan of mood bullies where the one person in the entire group gets to dictate everyone's mood and we all have to walk around eggshells because we're afraid we're going to hurt that one person's feelings. I don't know if that's very fair. Mm-hmm. But I guess my question is, should you tell that person that and be honest with them?
This one is tough because if you're in somebody's house and they're hosting Thanksgiving and you all have decided to go there, that's where the whole family is gathered. It is rude to have a whole Thanksgiving meal in your car as backup for when she blows it.
Oh, I agree. I think the whole SUV thing is silly, and we shouldn't be getting to that point. We have to have an honest conversation before any of this goofiness.
She needs to be told that is a terrible idea. That is not the way to do it.
And look, do it from this angle. Don't talk about how she's a terrible cook. Do it from the angle of, you've never done this before. Hosting Thanksgiving is a big deal. Getting the turkey and the sides and the desserts and the salads and the everything, getting all that done perfectly is a job of multiple people. It's not something that one person can handle on their own. So we're going to divvy this up and help you.
I love that idea because my family would make Thanksgiving together. And
of course.
And friends would do it with us as well. And it brought people together. When it's just one solo quarterback doing it, it's overwhelming for that person.
It sounds like this girl doesn't really like her brother's wife. And she wants to flex and have a whole dinner in the car so she can save the day and pull the dinner out. That's really not nice. That's mean. That's rude.
That's insane.
You got to work ahead and you got to work smart on the front end so that everybody is chipping in and cooking together. Not because she's bad at cooking, but because one person in this family doesn't handle Thanksgiving by themselves.
I think it's fantastic advice. I would try to go unity, bring them all together.
Yes.
And definitely don't talk about how.
No.
But there is a self-awareness thing there. If you're a terrible cook and you keep on saying, I'm going to cook and you're not going to back down, you got to be aware of that.
Well, you just have to tell her, look, that's not how we do it. We all help each other in this family, and we would never want the entire burden of Thanksgiving to fall on one person. It's too much for even Martha Stewart.
But what if she just keeps on going, no, I'm making it. You're a terrible cook. Is that when you finally go, we just don't like your food?
I think
you make your brother do it.
Yeah, and I think you can overrule her at that point. Be like, look, there are people that are excited. They have special dishes that they look forward to this one day to making, and this is their Super Bowl. To tell them that they can't make it because you've got everything, you're being a food bully. And so,
It's a team sport here.
right, this is how we've always done it. I know you want to flex. That's fine. You can do your own little thing. Everybody flexes with their own dishes.
Yes.
And I do want to say this. There are people who are terrible cooks that become better cooks. You can become a better cook.
Absolutely.
Somebody texted in, they said, how can you F up Thanksgiving food? Most of the stuff is super easy. Is that true, Virginia?
No, that is not true. I have been to terrible Thanksgivings.
I have to.
I
Oh.
mean, the zero flavor, bland, yuck, poorly cooked. Some like burnt turkeys. I've had turkeys that were overcooked and dry and disgusting. Thanksgiving is actually very hard to pull off when it's one person by themselves. I don't do it.
Sad green beans looking like they're crying in the bowl.
I know.
You know what I'm talking about?
I do.
Yeah.
You can totally underseason things and ruin Thanksgiving.
Yeah. Feels like this is an easy fix. Just by that, you can either have everybody bring their own, and some people are saying too, we've gotten to the point where we let restaurants, Publix, places like that, they actually pre-cook the meals and we just go pick it up, and that's what my family does now. I love it because we go to Flanagan's. We get the ribs, baby. That's our tradition now. I love it.
I go to the Stanicki's. That's my tradition now. Virginia, her Thanksgiving is turned out, man.
Oh, yeah.
We go nuts. We
Yeah.
do. But everybody chips in. People bring a dish. I do probably like 70%. But the rest, I need help. I can't do it all by myself.
And you thoroughly enjoy cooking.
I do. And I start like 3 days out. I'm cooking starting on Tuesday.
Yep. Okay.
It's a Thanksgiving tradition now. I go over there, I eat all the food, and I pass out right on the floor.
On the rug. We have a cushy rug he loves.
I think 3 years in a row it's happened.
Good way to spend the day.
The Ralstons came one year.
I remember.
I wish that would happen again.
Yeah, I hope it does.
But they choose Flanagan's
we're gonna be
over
out of town.
me.
We're going to be out of town this
Oh,
year.
that's right.
Yes.
You're road tripping.
Road tripping, yeah.
Well, that's fun. I'm happy for you.
This is how we do. It's the KVJ Show.